Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Wednesday, October 18th, 2023. Welcome to day 1002. U.S. intelligence agencies concluded that Israel was not responsible for the explosion that killed 500 people at a hospital in Gaza. The intelligence assessment was based on overhead imagery, intercepts, and open-source information. Joe Biden said the strike appeared to have resulted from an errant rocket fired by a terrorist group in Gaza, adding it appears as though it was done by the other team. Following his trip to Israel, Biden announced a deal with Israel to allow humanitarian aid to move into Gaza from Egypt. The U.S. will also send $100 million in humanitarian assistance for Palestinians, and Biden said he would ask Congress for an unprecedented aid package for Israel. More than 1 million people have now been displaced from the Gaza Strip, a place with conditions that the World Health Organization described as spiraling out of control for those who are trapped in the area ahead of an expected Israeli invasion. The Treasury Department, meanwhile, imposed sanctions on 10 key Hamas terrorist group members, operatives, and financial facilitators following what it called the brutal and unconscionable massacre of Israeli civilians. Back in the United States, Jim Jordan failed once again to win the House speakership, marking the second time he has failed to get the number of Republicans he needs to back him. Jordan can only afford to lose 4 Republicans on each vote, and his first round of voting yesterday he lost 20 Republicans, and then today he lost 22. Jordan says he plans to keep going. The House went into recess after failing to elect a speaker, and some Republicans have discussed a resolution to expand the interim speaker Patrick McHenry's powers, which would allow Congress to function until a permanent speaker is chosen. Democrats said they would be open to working with McHenry as interim speaker. The House has now been leaderless for 2 weeks after Kevin McCarthy was ousted by Republican colleagues. And finally, Trump appealed the gag order imposed against him in his federal election interference case, which accuses him of conspiring to overturn his 2020 loss to Biden. Judge Tanya Chutkin's order prohibits Trump from publicly disparaging witnesses, prosecutors, and court staff members, saying his public statements pose grave threats to the integrity of these proceedings. Trump went on to claim that Chutkin took away my right to speak, saying, "I'll be the only politician in our history where I won't be allowed to criticize people." Trump also claimed that the order will hamper his ability to speak on the 2024 presidential campaign trail. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.